champion Bryce Shoemaker is going to take the victory, 128 laps without a pit stop.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win. Saturday Night Racing League and throwback at Charlotte goes to Josh Adams.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another presentation of the Mystic Racing League and their Black Diamond Designs Truck Series. This time at the world's fastest half mile here in Bristol, Tennessee. Should be a fun one tonight for the UNOH 200, presented by Ohio Logistics here at Bristol. Race number 1 of the playoffs as well. Definitely going to be important to have a good race here this evening. I'm your host and producer, Morgan Cook, and you are watching VSPEED. If you haven't already, take this opportunity to like the video, subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss a moment of this great racing action. Also, check us out, vspeedsim.com. Check out the shop there, everything that we have going on, as well as at vspeedsim on X. Follow us and see what we got going on all over the VSPEED sphere of influence. Anyway, let's talk about this racetrack. Thunder Valley. Half mile, just over a half mile, 30 degrees of banking, concrete. It's fast, it's furious, and it will not let up for the entirety of this race. Drivers will be loose in the middle and off of these corners, and they'll have a lot of difficulty sometimes getting into the corners. You want to either rip the high side or really paint that yellow line around the bottom. Curious to see who is able to do it best here tonight. Opened in 1960, has been challenging drivers ever since. Quite the racetrack here in Bristol, Tennessee. I have always struggled here. I've never really gotten a handle on this racetrack. I don't think I've ever finished a race here, to be honest with you. This one has always been a struggle for me here on VSPEED, but someone tonight's going to conquer it, and kudos to that driver, because this place is like none other in the world. Just a few seconds here before we get to the grid. And then we'll have a look at where your favorite driver is going to start here this evening. All right, a bit of an issue here with my timing and scoring. See if we can fix this for you folks. There it is. It's back. Apologies for that. All right, let's have a look at your grid. Starting on pole here this evening. Kirk Mills in the 89. Jacob Cochran alongside will start in second. Third position, Aaron Espy in the 16. Christian Barnes will start in fourth this evening. Fifth spot, Adam Holston. Brad Nelson pulls off in the third row here, sixth position. Gavin Hinson will take an EOL tonight for missing the driver's meeting. He would qualify in seventh. Harold Tucker III qualified at 8th here this evening. Zachary King qualifies 9th in the 1 machine. Aaron Baum in the 10th position rounds out your top 10. In 11th, Douglas Wasaki in the 11, another EOL driver for missing that driver's meeting. Casey Bristow starts in 12th. 13th, John Ullman in the 34. Isaac Brock in the 21 will start in 14th. Your top 15 rounded out by Derek Jewett. 16th to be Justin Hendry to start this race. 17th to be Stephen Gill in the 03. Zach White in 18th in that 77 machine. Your top 20 looks like Christopher Benning in the 64. Andrew Allen in the 96. 21st, Gino Volanti in the 35. Joshua Thornton rolls off 22nd here. 23rd, Caleb Hunt. Joshua Gillen in 24th, also taking the EOL for missing the driver's meeting. That's where he would have qualified in 24th there. 25th, Alan Zukov in the 91. 26th, Reggie Kime in the 9. And that is your field here this evening. Now let's get over to the racetrack, high above this facility here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're about to get racing here. Quick race analysis for you. 200 laps is going to make up the scheduled distance here this evening. Pit road speed is 35 miles an hour. Very easy to speed on this incredibly long pit road. You get 5 tire sets if you need them. I don't think you're going to use all of them, but you very well might try to. Stage is going to be at lap 55 and lap 110. You do not need to pit in the middle of the stages, as you can go about 100 laps between 95 and 105 here on fuel. Should not need any green flag stops unless you find yourself in some sort of incident. All right, this is where it's going to get wild. This racetrack always provides great racing action side by side for many, many laps. The high side's fast, the low side's fast, but where the speed is going to change throughout the run. Sometimes early in the run, maybe the high side, maybe it's going to be the bottom. It'll change as the race goes on. The track's going to get colder. As the pace truck should hit pit road this time. No, well, let's take a look at the weather then while we have a moment. Current track temp is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. It's definitely cool, but it has room to get colder. Curious to see what that's going to look like here by the end of lap number 200. Should see the pace truck make that sharp left-hand turn here in just a moment to get down to the pit lane. Riding on board with pole sitter Kirk Mills in the 89. All right. It's that time. Barnes with the green flag in his hand. And we're racing at Bristol. Just like that, we're finished lap number 1. It only takes about 15 seconds to get around this place. Kirk Mills going to lead lap number 1, and they've single filed out significantly here and spread out for the top half dozen. That's a little further back. We got a caution already. It looks like a few drivers having an issue further back in the field here. Joshua Gillen, I believe, the driver who went around, had an EOL to start the race. Let's see what happened here to the 10. All by his lonesome. I don't know if he was the caution here. Doesn't seem to be anything. Oh, I think it was Wasaki in front of him, actually. Another look at it. So Wasaki here on the bottom, got Kime up on the top. Gavin Hinson had an EOL. Oh, there's a driver sliding. Don't see who that is, though. Maybe Jewett. Still don't see anything. Oh, there's the caution up there. Yeah, well up ahead. Driver sideways. I think that is Hendry. It is Hendry. Let's go back one more time here. See if we can figure out what happened to the 85. Didn't lose much track position. That's the good news. Oh, so yeah, 45 at Jewett. This goes for a big slide. Great avoidance there by Stephen Gill. Hendry to the bottom. Oh, 21. Got loose and hooked him. That's what happened there. 21. Isaac Brock. All right, well, that is the cause for your first caution of the evening here. Lap number 5. There's some fans in the chat showing appreciation for Gavin Hinson. Making the choose here. See drivers going either down below that asphalt or way up against the outside wall, choosing where they want to start here on this restart. See, kind of a mixed bag here. A lot of drivers choosing the top further back in the field. Make sure they can get all the speed they can off of turn number 2. Get that run down into 3. See if they can make a pass happen that way. Very difficult to pass here. It takes a couple laps to get one done. You'll have a driver stuck to your inside or your outside for a number of laps here, and it is so very frustrating. But Kirk Mills chooses the high lane. Jacob Cochran to his inside. Big jump off of turn 4 for your leader. Battle is on for, it was on for the 3rd spot. Still is. SP to the inside. Barnes, that familiar Domino's machine on the outside. They all single file out now. Go all the way back here to about the 8th position. Oh, Stephen Gill, big slide. He got some help. We stay green. Oh, White's in the fence. Big hit for the 77. As Volante's having issues, he's around. Caution should be coming out here shortly. There it is. Yeah, that was a wild one. And it all started kind of with Gill. It just filtered back through the field. Start off with the 03. All right, just loose on his own. Hit the brake pedal and it didn't quite do what he expected. Then we're going to see the 77 hit the wall behind him. And it was right behind the 77 to Zach White. Gavin Hinson gets into the back of Gino Volante. Let's ride on board here with the 89, or with the, 39. So we're going to see Stephen Gill here have a big slide. See some smoke. There's the slide for Gill. 77 goes way high, trying to get out of the way here. Hits the fence, checks up the outside lane. Gavin can't react fast enough. And then around go a few cars. Zukov involved in that as well. Just a racing deal here at Bristol. Happens all the time. Yeah, just not quite quick enough. Dodging that incident, didn't quite diagnose it fast enough. Understandable. I mean, these things happen. Like I said, fast lap of the race is a 14.8. So these guys are lapping this place in almost inconceivable amount of time. How quickly they're able to get around this place. It's really unbelievable. And just like that, we're 11 laps into 200 here in Bristol. Getting some love for Hendry in the chat. I believe that is this league's own Andy Barry, who is not on racetrack here this evening. Hendry currently falls back. He's on pit road to 25th position. There is that machine. Zach White, the only driver behind him, also involved in the accident, of course. He is 26th. Every driver still in the race. No fast repairs have been used at this point. You do have one in the tank, just in case. At Bristol, this is a good place to have one. Things get wild at this racetrack, more so than most on the schedule. We have a repeat of the first row. See Mills on the top, Cochran on the bottom. Then it's a little bit of split decision further back in the field. Can't quite decide where to go. Some drivers making it obvious. I want the high side. Some saying I'd rather have the bottom of the racetrack. Some just going to go right through the middle. I don't believe Hendry had a choice to choose anyway in that instance. All right, rolling 3 and 4. Mills on the top, Cochran on the bottom. Another good jump. And they sail it off into turn number 1. Top few, single file out. Battles on, Brad Nelson trying to get around Espy. Espy missed the bottom. Big run off the high side. Gonna go to the 33. Holston trying to follow him through. He will get to the door. Can he clear the 16? Yes, he will. Up off the corner. Oh, big wall contact. It's Jewett. Hard into the outside wall. Oh, and he's spinning behind him. Kime's involved. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Reggie Kime. Big contact. That's heavy damage to the nose of that machine. Once again, it all started with the 45. Let's see what caused this one. So Jewett goes way to the outside here. Just loose on his own into the fence. Overcorrects it. 64 is also spinning. It didn't actually start with the 64. Just coincidental that the 45 was in it. Let's go have a look and see. Christopher Benning caused this driver to go for a slide. Caleb Hunt right behind him. It looks like no contact yet. I feel like the 64. Oh, we got him. Had a big wiggle in the center. Truck snapped around. Oh, and then he clipped the 21, and the 21 caught up for the 9. That is an interesting accident. You will not see that kind of chain reaction very often. Gavin Hinson also got a piece of that one. Yeah, some drivers definitely understanding why you don't want to miss the driver meeting. Gavin Hinson has been involved in 2 accidents already, and he qualified well higher than where his starting position shows. He's up to 16th, but he qualified up in 7th. Started from 3rd last in this field. Definitely not having a good day so far is the 39. Not sure about Christian Barnes. He seems to have left the session. Not sure if he's coming back or if that is a connection type issue. Got some love for Holston in the chat. Adam Holston up to the 4th position. Another driver in this league, Alex Pollock, who I don't see on the racetrack. Mr. Black Diamond Designs himself. We got some Chiss from Massachusetts. I didn't quite say that right. My Canadian accent can't quite handle that level of New England, but glad to have you here on the channel. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, definitely now is a great opportunity to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of this racing action that you can't find anywhere else. It's where you want to be. I promise you. 2,200 subscribers and growing by the day here on VSPEED. Same front row, different lap. Mills, Cochran lead the field to green, and it's a repeat. Broken record time. 89 gets away. Now the battle on for the 3rd position, right behind Cochran. Nelson to the high side, Holston to the bottom. Big run on the top. You got to wonder if that's good on the long run. It's definitely fast in the short run to keep that thing wound up on the high side. So we got the 1 and the 16. Every restart, SP goes backwards, trying to figure out the right way around that one. A little bit loose for Holston, no problems. That machine. Fourth position under attack right now, the 1 and the 8. Most of the rest of the field here, single filed out. One gets loose, cannot hold that position. Hendry with an issue, falling back a little bit. Valenti making a pass. You're on the 96. That is Andrew Allen, winner at Lime Rock earlier this year. We just saw Isaac Brock in an accident. He is working his way through the field as well. The 21. A little bit of damage to the nose, but nothing to write home about. Oh, contact! Put him in the fence! Oh, man. That is going to make for one very upset Andrew Allen, because he absolutely got doored and put straight in the outside retaining wall. Oh, boy. Oh, caution is going to be out here, I think. We got drivers all over the place. Zach White once again having issues. We stay green. What is going on here? Zach White's still in the fence. 64 trying to clear him. I can't go back and watch that because he's left away so fast. We got so much racing action here. I have no idea. Battle for the lead. Cochran has caught up to your leader, Kirk Mills. Oh, crash in front of him, in front of the leaders. Oh, my goodness. Big caution. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, let's go back and see what the heck just went on here. This was a lot of craziness for one lap. So first off, battle for the lead. 89 and 84. There's Mills getting a good run off the top. You see up in front of him, that's Harold Tucker the third going around. Jewett, Zukov involved as well. Oh, big hit right there. That was a little unnecessary contact. Let's go back again. I think that's why we saw the displeasure from the 89 towards the 33 as we see parts and pieces flying all over this racetrack. Oh boy. So the caution's going to happen in front of these guys. Watch that white hood with the blue accents. Just see kind of what transpires here. Yeah, it didn't really give way in that accident. And you're going to see a little bit of displeasure repaid right here. No contact, just a little bit of, hey, I didn't like that. Let's go back and see from Derek Jewett's point of view here. This previous incident, 79, massive rear end damage. That is not going to work around this place. Goes into the corner, immediately spins, and then just nowhere. Oh, 45 got a big shot from behind from the 91. Let's go back and one more replay here. Then we'll get back to the live action. But yeah, a lot of craziness. So there's the 27th back in the session. Some obviously connection issues there for that blinking machine. Oh, 77's got big problems as well. Holston on pit road. We'll get back to that in just a moment here. But there's the big shot from Zukov right in the back. Hard to slow down at this racetrack. All right, we're back here to the live shot. Oh, man, what a wild lap. 32 in. First stage at 55. A lot of Holston fans here in chat. '18th is where the number 8 sits at the moment. Off of turn 4, not quite choosing yet. That'll be next time around, I imagine. Cochran just got that lead away just before the caution came out. Kirk Mills in second. Brad Nelson is in third right now. Zachary King hanging on in fourth. John Ullman up to fifth. One driver you don't see up in the top 5, that is Aaron Espy. It's all the way down to 11th position. Started up in third. Falling back a good number of positions. Start of this race, cannot seem to pick the right line on the restart. Should see a choose here. Yes, outside for Cochran. That's probably a violation for Mills, in fact. Gonna have to get the word for race control what the thought is on that one, but that looked non-decisive to me. Everyone else picking the inside lane here, as is customary. Lap cars and cars who were not close enough to the field go to the inside, or the longest line, which in this case was the inside of the racetrack. Cochran way up against the outside wall. We saw this. We've seen this in short tracks all over the country. Big jump. Going to get away by 4. Now Nelson on the outside of the 89. We know these guys aren't happy with each other. Here comes Nelson. Rocket shot. Going to get all the way clear of the 89. Can he clear? Oh, crossover on the leader. To the bottom goes a 33. I haven't seen him there all night. Is he able to make it stick? Not so far. He's bottled up the rest of the top 4 here to get away from Ullman. Great battle for second from a couple drivers who are not pleased with each other. And Zachary King just trying to push him. A little big spin behind him, the 29 of Thornton. Big contact with the outside wall. Right in the middle of the field. We got bumpers flying everywhere. 85, oh, Stephen Gill. The junkyard truck is in the parking lot on the front stretch. So it all started back here with the 29. It's like a little bit, yeah, just a loose condition. Gavin Hinson for the 3rd time today involved. Galante's in it. 03 gets into the side of the 45. Oh, man. Stephen Gill, it's right on board. I think the brakes rusted out on this one. Sat too long in the junkyard. See, it's taped on. Andrew Allen getting by him. See Holston up there a little bit. Steven really wearing down the right side of this truck. There's the crash. It just does not see it. Hits the brake pedal, too much rear brake, into the door of the 45. Hard contact for Jewett. Just want to have a look at this truck, though. My goodness. Things rusted out. Holes in the side. You see the frame rails got taped over. More sale. Yeah, I bet it is, Steven. I bet it is for sale. A lot of lumber in the back. That's probably worth a pretty penny nowadays. Oh boy, that 03 has seen some better days today. As for the rest of the field, had a number of drivers use fast repairs already. Christopher Benning in the 64, he has used the fast repair. As has Derek Jewett, who we saw wrapped up in his 2nd accident of the day. So 2 drivers have elected to use that fast repair. Rest of the field still hanging on to theirs. Going to be a shootout to the end of the stage. 55 laps is going to end it. Currently sitting at lap number 41. Should be seeing a choose here, I would imagine. No, not this time. Drivers just trying to rein themselves in a little bit right now. Definitely some nerves, maybe some tempers. Drivers choosing. Not quite yet. We're 40 laps in. Little race recap for you in case you've missed it. 5 cautions, the 1 lead change between Mills and Cochran. Now we're at the choose. New player up at the front. Brad Nelson going to start on the front row for the first time tonight. Curious to see what the 33's got on the bottom. Clearly very quick on the high side of the racetrack, but have yet to see him really test the bottom And that's also going to give Mills in the 89, who has arguably the fastest truck here, an opportunity on the top to launch with the leader. Very beneficial to launch at a third. King makes up row number 2. Then you got Ullman and Baum behind them, 5th and 6th. Another big jump for Cochran. Mills going to get alongside the 39. Oh, he's going to squeeze him up in the corner. Not a happy camper. It's the 33. He's trying everything he can to clear. Oh, big loose in the corner. Around goes the 33. Big slide. Don't hit the barrels. He doesn't. But all the track position's gone. Caleb Hunt is around. The 78 is gone for a slide. Big caution. Oh, big wreck in the corner here. All right. Let's go back and look at it another time here. Espy to the inside. Hunt on the outside. I don't see anything quite yet. There's the 33 around. Oh, contact. 16's around. 21's around. I want to ride on board here with the 16. That is Aaron Espy. Just see kind of what he saw. It's so difficult to get off the corner here. On the bottom, without someone on your outside. See, there's Nelson going to get off the racetrack. And right there, gets into the 78. Gino Volanti involved as well. Now I want to go one more time from the blimp camera. See where this contact really started. It's a racing incident, of course, but I really feel the 78 should be a little closer to the wall right there. I mean, he's got a full car width off the wall. I don't think Espy realized he was going to be that low on the racetrack. Yeah, that's just a frustrating incident for both those guys. It's going to get us a couple laps closer to the stage. Caution number 6 of the night here before stage number 1. Espy can hit pit road. Have a look at the weather. Down 1 degree on the track. A few degrees on the air temp as well. Tell you what, the track temp's going down, but the temperature underneath the helmet is definitely going up. We got some very frustrated drivers out here. Some drivers getting used up. Some drivers catching the wall, having troubles. Derek Jewett has left the session. It looks like Zach White has also left the session. Aaron Espy may have also had enough of this, as I don't believe the 16 is any longer around. Definitely interesting to see Espy leave. One thing you'll notice as well, you probably have already, because you're so very intelligent race fans, is that different banner colors on these trucks. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it here. Off of turn number 4, you see the leader Cochran has a yellow one. Everyone behind him has a red one. That's for playoffs. Yellow banners mean you are a playoff driver. Red banners, you're not a playoff driver. So we're going to see about 10 trucks up here this evening who have that playoff banner. This is race number 1 of the playoffs here at Bristol. Drivers trying and vying for an opportunity to race in the next round and race for championship here in just a few weeks. We've only got about 7 weeks left in this series, if I counted correctly, and there's a chance I counted incorrectly. Regardless, winning stages helps. Winning races helps more. Leading laps, getting poles, all that fun stuff. Definitely helpful. And Cochran's going to try and win the stage here. So we have about 6 laps remaining in it. Easily going to clear Mills. And there goes King up to 3rd as well. Great run for the 1. 410 behind him. Oh, big spin again. I believe Brock is in it, yes. I think that's the 4th time since the 21 sideways today. Hard to miss in that bright pink. Oh, he's got big damage on the rear end. That's going to make this truck hard to drive. Olsen gets to the inside. Yeah, just around it goes. Nothing he can do. Stephen Gill. Oh, Reggie Kime. Oh, man. Big hit for the 9. 29's around as well. Let's see what happened to him. This is the restart. So there's a 21. You see, I think it's the first corner at speed where that truck just goes around. Yeah, there it is. Just no shot. Reggie Kime hard into the door. What happened here to Thornton? Got Caleb Hunt right behind him. Saki to the outside. Nothing. No issues yet for the 29. Just maybe loose. Yeah, loose on his own. And then got some big help from Caleb Hunt. Of course, nowhere for Hunt to go. Yeah, big spin there for the 29. But I believe that is going to be another stage win here for Jacob Cochran. We have to complete this lap, and then it would be official. Currently sitting at lap number 55 in this race. This should complete stage number 1. And your stage winner, another, Jacob Cochran. 27 laps led in that first stage. Definitely helping him try and get into the next round of the playoffs early here at Bristol. Everyone now going to hit the pit lane. Probably taking 4 fresh tires, filling it up with fuel. We got a black flag for your leader. Oh, it was cleared. Interesting. That could be disastrous, of course. There come your leaders around pit road now. This configuration of Bristol has, I think, the longest pit road relative to the racetrack anywhere on iRacing. There's probably some short track guys in the chat who could find one to dispute me. Maybe Lanier would have an honor of that nature, but this racetrack only just over half a mile, and I mean the pit road goes around the entire front stretch and back stretch and one of the corners. It isn't until those green cones that you actually get to pit out. Definitely an interesting pit road here. Interesting pit road, interesting strategy as well. Zachary King stays out. He will be your leader. John Ullman right behind him also stayed out. Gavin Hinson has pit at some point in this race, about 16 laps ago under one of the cautions. He is 3rd. Christopher Benning has pit already too. He is 4th. First driver off pit road this time is Jacob Cochran in 5th. As we're going to see here, most of the field make their choose. It is not quite a green flag yet, Barney. Put that one away. Not quite there yet. But half a lap to go. Oh, pace light's back on the pace track. A few drivers have yet to figure out where they're going to restart here. Looks like Wasaki might have to fall to the back. Seeing the 64 as well having to fall to the back. Christopher Benning. That's going to be frustrating for him, who's already used the fast repair, passed a lot of cars already. Have to do it all over again. It's like Isaac Brock in a similar boat, the 21, way out of line. to get back in line. Pace light's still on the pace truck. Looks like the 89 maybe having an issue. Kirk Mills, he is dropped all the way back as well. Definitely an interesting sort of restart lineup sequence here. Not sure what's going on with the 89. Regardless, it's King and Ullman up on the front row. Hinson and Baum behind them. Cochran, Zukov make up row 3. Tucker, Bristow, Gill, Nelson. That's your top 10. A lot of fast trucks in that list. Green flag's going to be back out here. King way up on the high side. Big jump. New leader, it's the 1. Battle once again on the restart. It's going to be 4-second. Ullman should clear Hinson. Oh, lazy block. He's able to make the move stick, though. Hinson not quite able to get around him at this point in the race. Single file out here for the front 8 or so. All the way back to Nelson. Zukov behind him got heavy damage. I believe we had Joshua Thornton go for another slide. He is back and righted. Time is as well. Cochran alongside Hinson. We'll see how good those new tires are. He should clear the 39. Yes, he will. Let's watch Cochran. Let's right on board here as he drives up through the front. Restarted back in the 5th position. Already up to 3rd. And you can see the leader. Oh, loose moment for the 1. They're already catching lap traffic. That's how fast the laps go by at this racetrack. We've seen Cochran also run a bit of a diamond on the exit. I think that's really helping him with momentum off these corners. We'll watch it against Ullman here. It's off the back of the 34. That 84 is. Caution's out again. I think it's bending again. Oh, big contact for the 64 here. Got the 89 to the inside. That's Mills. Probably just another loose condition on the top, I would imagine. I don't see anything yet that would. Yeah, just, oh, what the heck? 29 in the middle of the racetrack. Oh, my goodness. What on earth? I mean, this truck is way off the pace. One of the many very damaged trucks. Goes into the corner. You can see the left front steering is bent. Got no rear panel. Around it goes, and he's just stopped on the top of the racetrack. 64 doesn't see him, and oh man, what a massive hit. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of trucks out here that remind me of Stephen Gill's truck. Probably should go where he found that one, in the junkyard, because they are destroyed. Thornton with a meatball flag. That's a bad news situation, obviously. You never want to see someone get the meatball, meaning that meatball flag is a black flag with an orange circle in the middle. It means you have too much damage to continue. You must hit the pits, get it fixed. You have not truly tried iRacing until you've gotten yourself a meatball flag, and we all have. It's happened to every one of us. Such a common thing. It happens pretty much every race. Somebody gets that meatball flag. And seen a few of them handed out tonight. Jewett got one. Thornton got one. I see Benning have one as well. Fast repairs, fix those right away. You can also choose to sit on the pit lane for the required amount of time. Although that will put you many, many laps down at this facility. Still not choosing this time by. About 40 laps away from completing the second of the 3 stages. Jacob Cochran, your stage 1 winner. Zachary King has led every lap of stage number 2 to this point. What do you think, chat? You've seen almost half this race. We're sitting right around that 1/3 mark, a little past that 1/3 mark of this race. Who's going to win here this evening? What do you got? Seen a lot of fans of Adam Holston in the chat. Seen Hendry get some love as well. Gavin Hinson. But who do you guys choose to win this race as we hit the choose? Mixed bag, top or bottom. Not quite sure where drivers are going to want to be. I think it's been very clear that you can make either line work. You just have to really be able to nail the bottom or be very aggressive on the top side of the racetrack. I don't think you're going to be able to lollipop it into the corner and expect to come out with positive positions here at this stage of the game with this kind of track condition. Barney's really ready to wave that green flag. Pace truck is in. It's King and Cochran. Oh, Cochran missed the start. He jumped it a little bit. That's going to allow King to get away clean. But I don't think this battle for the lead is over in the slightest. Going to hunt the yellow line as the 84. Nothing King can do. To the inside goes Cochran on the fresher tires. They're about 50 laps newer. And here comes Ullman. They're both getting slowed down. 34 has something to say about this. Oh, big slide for the 34. That's going to lose him a little track position. Gavin Hinson right behind him, trying to make something work. Cochran brushes the wall ever so slightly. Little housekeeping in this race. Top 20 on the lead lap, all the way back to Christian Barnes, who is 5 laps down. Caleb Hunt is having an issue. I think he went around. Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. Parking lot on the backstretch. 29's in it again. 21, all the usual suspects. 78's in it. Kime's in it. Let's go back one more time here. Oh, man. Leaders have to stop for this. That is not a good sign. I think Hunt was the first one to go around. Yes, he did. Just spun on his own. Heaven forbid we use the brake pedal, though. Zukov's in it. 85 goes for a slide. 10 gets spun around after the fact. Oh, man. Parking lot on the backstretch. Whole track is blocked. Yeah. Let's have a look at it from the blimp view. Actually, I remember who that truck was. Was it Holston, maybe? Oh, who got into the front of him. We'll see here. So there goes the 78. Yeah, it is Holston. Oh, that's a tough hit. I mean, from Holston's, let's go look at Holston's point of view here. Running 10th, too. That's the part that's the most frustrating. 78's a ways up the road. You're going to see him go around here in this next corner. So there goes the 78. Holes open, holes closed. And then behind him, just a bunch of chaos. Yikes. Zachary King continues to stay out. He can make it to the end of stage number 2. So he can make it to the end of stage number 2, so there's no need for him to pit. The only concern is tire wear. Of course, this racetrack hard on the right front, hard on the right rear, just with how the loads of this 30 degrees of banking operate on the car. Only 2 drivers have not hit pit road to this point in the race, those being first place Zachary King and third place John Ullman. Everyone else has been on the pit lane at least one time tonight, with many drivers making multiple stops. No more Then Andrew Allen, Reggie Kime, and Joshua Gillen with 8 apiece. All those drivers on the lead lap as well, which is really just immaculate work for them. I mean, this racetrack is so easy to go a lap down because the laps are so short that clearly, I mean, those guys are able to time getting on and off pit road very, very well. Here to the choose. It certainly is, Bristol. Absolutely right. Appreciate everyone in chat here. We got 20 people watching right now. Light it up, chat. Who's going to win this one? It's going to be Zachary King. Can he hang on with the strategy call? Jacob Cochran, who's arguably been the fastest car tonight. Ullman, Hinson, Bristow. Maybe someone who isn't in the top 5 right now. Who do you got? Late launch in the zone this time for the one. First time we've seen that today. Giving him a 2 truck length advantage. And here comes Ullman ripping the fence. He caught the wall, in fact. Hinson trying to work behind him. How about the 7 in Casey Grissom? Have not said a word about the 7 all night tonight. Has had a great run, currently up in the top 5. Not a scratch on that number 7. One of the few drivers tonight who hasn't been caught up in anything at all. And it's pretty much the whole field's going to single file out. Closest battle on the racetrack is this one. Richard Kine had a moment. 8's going to get around him. That's Holston. Holston is the first driver 1 lap behind. So now we have an excellent battle here for 8. Get the 89 of Mills, who has been fast all night. We've seen the 33 almost lead laps tonight as well, and then Stephen Gill in the 03. Not sure if the 03 would pass Tech with how many body panels that paint scheme is missing, but I've been surprised before. I just love the paint scheme. I just think it's quite a humorous take on these Black Diamond Designs trucks. This is the only side-by-side battle here in the top 10. Nelson's able to clear. Kime and Gillen. Kime still having troubles back here. Really struggling with the handling in the 9. He might just choose to get off the racetrack here. Looks like he will hit pit road. Wasaki trying to get around Hendry. This is for 11. Should close in on halfway. Wasaki should clear pretty easily here. Yes, he will. Up the road, Gavin Hinson trying to make a move on Ullman. As you see, Cochran has driven away, and your leader has caught lap traffic. This is where it's the most frustrating as the leader. You start catching lap traffic. Drivers who are at the back end of the lead lap, they're trying to race for their race right now. Stay ahead of the leader, but it is so easy to get yourself caught up in something that you did not mean to get caught up in. See, Gillen's up against the fence, getting out of the way. Catching up to Thornton. Gavin Hinson with a bit of a connection issue. No harm, no foul. This Bristow having a great run. Mentioned it a little bit earlier. Right on the back bumper, Ullman. This is 3rd, 4th, and 5th here, folks. Couple lap trucks in between them and 2nd spot, Jacob Cochran. So we are 5 laps away from the halfway point in this race, 15 from the stage. Baum had a moment, lost a couple spots. Looks like Ullman had a moment as well, got caught behind Zukov. That's got, oh my goodness, big wall contact for the 10. Almost got into the side of Bristow there. Drivers just trying to work around lap traffic. It is so difficult. Harold Tucker the third, able to get around in that purple Truist machine. The top two have left Gavin Hinson. They're half a second apart. That's Cochran right in front of him, of course, the leader. That's King. Oh, Cochran with a big slide out of the corner. Behind them, that yellow truck that just right there is entering the frame. That is Gavin Hinson. It's a full straightaway. As we work lap number 99, coming to 100. Cochran clearly faster. Ullman's going to let the 79 around. We see the 34 fading late. Remember, he's on 100 lap old tires here. So he's got an extra set versus everybody else. 10 more laps to see if the strategy will pay off for him. Doesn't look like it will at the moment. It is working. Oh, big contact. Gino Volanti going to get into the side of Cochran for second. Cochran still wrecking with Volanti. Oh, Volanti almost got him a third time. I was going to say, Cochran is catching up to King on the 100 lap old tires that King has. But now the gap went from 1/10 to 1.2 seconds. Oh man, that has got to be so frustrating. King, all he's got to do is put together another 8 solid laps, and he very well may win this stage. It's not over yet, though. Back to chat, we're getting some more love for Gavin Hinson. Can't sleep on the 39, you're absolutely right. Gavin Hinson, definitely a quick driver. He's caught up as well. He's only 2 seconds back and has a great shot of this battle for the lead. If anything were to go awry, he is in the catbird seat, as they say. Cochran is caught up in like 2 laps. Right to the back bumper of the one. You can tell the 84 is driving angry. And he's driving very, very quickly. You get to the back bumper here. It looks like off of 4. 84 is there. Gonna get to the inside. Battle for the lead. One's gonna try and pinch him down to the bottom, make sure he can't get the good run off the corner. I don't think it's gonna matter. The one led that lap, only a couple laps to the end of the stage. Cochran should clear in the center. Not quite. Yes, he will clear. He will be able to clear down into turn number 3. And that is all it wrote for Zachary King on these tires. Still going to be a net positive. Should come home in second, assuming we stay green here for the last few laps. But unless something wild happens here in the final half mile, Jacob Cochran is going to sweep the stages. Caution should be coming out here shortly. But Cochran is going to win stage number 1 and stage number 2 here in Bristol. Stage is complete. There you go. Seen it a lot here this season. The 84 on top of the stage. I think this is the 3rd time he has swept the stages in a race since VSPEED took over the broadcasting back in Eldora. Great run here for the 84. Let's maybe have a chat with your stage winner. Hey, Cochran, is Morgan up in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, my goodness, man. Leave a little bit for the rest of them. You swept both stages, of course, here. Had the fresher tires against King at the end. Had a little contact with Volanti. Kind of talk me through that last 10 laps of that stage.
Give me 1 second.
Of course. Don't speed.
All right, Morgan, still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. All right. So, swept the stages, had a eventful run at the end of stage number 2. Why don't you walk me through kind of the contact with Volanti, catching the 1, and how you made the pass for the lead?
Yeah, I mean, just maintaining the tires. You know, Gino didn't mean nothing. I mean, these trucks are a handful here. You're not careful, it'll get loose with you on the exit on both 2 and 4. So, you know, that wasn't nothing there. But no, just really just maintaining everything, kind of biding my time. And I know we were getting close to the stage there, and I tried to get all I had to get to him.
Well, definitely a good point stay here. It means obviously sweeping the stages, getting all the playoff points that are available, other than if you were to cross the finish line first here in about 85 more laps. What's it going to take to win this one tonight?
Track position to stay out front, manage the tires. You know, it's been a really bad caution fest race, but that can change right here, and we can go 85. You know, complete green flag run. So, you know, just maintaining the track position and keeping the tires under us, I think we'll be finishing pretty good.
Absolutely. Good luck the rest of the way. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank or shout out when we got you up here in the VSPEED booth?
Yep, I want to shout you out, Morgan, and VSPEED for always doing good broadcasts, and my team, Aaron SB Racing. You know, hopefully we can start the playoff right and put this thing in victory lane.
Awesome. Good luck the rest of the way, Jacob.
Thank you.
That is the sweeper of stages, Jacob Cochran. Should be choosing here pretty soon. It in fact is right now. Yes. How convenient. The laps are so fast around this place. Even the pace laps only take about 45 seconds. Unlike the usual minute or 2 minutes at a lot of racetracks that we go to on the season. So this is definitely going quickly. Only been here for about an hour on the stream. For all those who have been watching with us, still got 18 in the chat. Definitely appreciate you being along for the ride. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel here on VSPEED. Check out vspeedsim.com and the shop. Get some merch, hats, t-shirts, stickers, whatever you want. Right now, these drivers wanting a long green flag run. Get this thing to the end of the race. Hidson gonna get up to second. He will clear, high as he's been all day. King's gonna go for a big slide in front of the field. The 79's in it. Oh, hard hit for Volanti. The 9's in it as well. It's a parking lot behind 4th place. Oh my goodness. Well, that green flag run did not last very long. Oh boy. This is just a case of, I mean, the 1 didn't do anything wrong, just pushed a little hard into the corner. It's so easy to do here. Just goes for a slide, the rear end doesn't stick. 79 nowhere to go, Ullman's in it, 99's in it. I don't know what happened further back though. Like Volanti just went hard into the outside wall. That's gonna be day over for the 35, I believe. I have no idea what happened back here. Should see the 1 spin here. See the tire tracks. Oh, Gino tries to split the bottom and the 11 catches him. What happened to Reggie Kine? Man, we got drivers like flying through the air here. Not what you expect to see. This time from the perspective of Reggie Kine, 25 laps now back in 21st. Last driver running in this race. Oh, he caught Caleb Hunt. Oh, man. And that was a weird one. Parts and pieces flying all over the racetrack. Oh, man. That's going to be caution number, I believe, 11 for the evening. 11, yes. Have a look at that weather as well. Track temp staying constant at 77 Fahrenheit. As it has been a caution-filled one here in Bristol. I think we've done about 40 laps of caution to this point in the race. I'm sure we can go green here the rest of the way. Just under 80 laps. Yeah, we got some people in the chat. Last one running is going to win tonight. Well, hey, that you got to finish first. That's what they say. A little housekeeping as well. 21 drivers left in the field. Reggie Kine, the last of those. Brock, Benning, Espy, Jewett, and White have left the session. Few of those playoff drivers as well. A number of drivers 1 lap down or more. Casey Bristow in 12th is the last driver on the lead lap. Tucker is down 1. Hunt is down 2. So is Holston. So is Gill. So is Gillen. Barnes is down 4. Thornton is down 5. Valenti down 6. And Kime is down 27. You just saw the choose. Cochran and Nelson taking over the front row once again. We've seen that a few times. I hope we don't get 5 more cautions, Aaron. Oh, Espy got DQ'd. Oh, interesting. DQ for the 16. All right, well, that is interesting. Regardless, we're back green here. 84 and the 39, both clear. High side, great jump. And look at the 89 is back in the picture. Mills back up at the front. And don't sleep on that Hinson fella. He's still here. Hendry too, what a rebound for the 5, or for the 85. Cautions out again. Wasaki, I believe, the cause of this one. I think just, oh, you see these trucks that don't have the rear deck lid are a handful to drive. You need all the downforce you can get at this racetrack, especially on the rear. And with as many deck lids as we're seeing off of the trucks, it's no wonder these drivers are spinning around. We're going to take a quick step aside here with a Juicy Spider side by side. Don't go anywhere. Be back right after this.
The victory 128 laps without a pit stop.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win. Saturday Night Racing League and throwback at Charlotte goes to Josh Adams.
Back here on VSPEED. You like what you've seen so far, or hey, maybe even if you don't like what you've seen so far, give us a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of this great racing action here in the Mystic Racing League, the Black Diamond Designs Truck Series, the UNOH 200 here from Bristol, and all the other races you're going to see across this season. I've been your host and producer, Morgan Cook, and appreciate everyone in the chat as well who has stuck around with us. We're up to 22 now. So thank you, every one of you, sincerely, for being with us on this ride. Better all be subscribed, too. Hope so. Hope so. Lots of great racing here on VSPEED across the week, and only going to get more as we get into the fall. That's when a lot of leagues start up. Season should be wrapping up here in the next few weeks, and then it is going to get wild here. Should have racing every single day of the week. Definitely want to keep your eyes peeled. Keep those notifications checked so you make sure you catch all of the action that we have here know I have some people in my circle who don't miss a single VSPEED broadcast. Gotta thank Aaron and Michelle, always watching. Thank all the other fans as well who take time out of their day, whether it's once a week, whether it's once a month, whether it's every single day, every time we put a stream up. Appreciate every single one of you who watches our streams and helps us bring more and more racing to people of YouTube, just like yourselves. Here we go, 70 laps to go. We're getting into shootout territory here in Bristol. Cochran on the top, Nelson on the bottom. Another great jump for the top side. This time, Nelson was ready. We're going to be 3 wide. Oh, that's not going to work. Hinson's in the fence. Mills going to sneak by Hinson. Mills will, in fact, take the spot. Hinson going to cross him over. Not happy about that one. Caution's out again. I believe Hinson got that spot back, and Stephen Gill is around. Now the truck's actually missing body panels. Oh, heavy, heavy damage. Oh, boy, that is not what... Those front tires are not supposed to do that. Oh, man. Go through this rip in the high side. Saki on the bottom. Another just loose condition. Oh, hard correction into the fence. That's just Holston. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a big one. Let's ride on board from behind the wheel here. How hard it is to drive these trucks. I mean, it may sound like I'm making light of the fact that these trucks are hard to drive. They are very difficult. You can hear him feathering it, playing with the throttle. There's not much more he can do there. He's already off the throttle. He's already on the brakes. And the thing just steps out. Rear tire, right rear not hooked up. And around it goes. This racetrack, more than just about any of them that you're going to see here on the circuit. Just looking at the chat here. SV rates me 2 out of 5. Appreciate the 40%, buddy. Maybe you should finish more than 40% of the laps. Anyway, I digress. Appreciate everyone here who's watching for sure. But I mean, this racetrack is so difficult to drive. The concrete surface doesn't really retain tire rubber all that well, doesn't retain grip all that well. It's very difficult to get these trucks to hook up properly. You're always on the edge of control. And if you aren't on the edge of control, you're probably not driving hard enough. And it's really the drivers who are able to straddle that line and not overstep it, like Jacob Cochran and Brad Nelson, although he did have that one slip earlier. Those are the drivers who are really successful here. You can't be afraid to push the truck, but you also can't push the truck too far, or you will absolutely find yourself backing into a fence, overcorrecting into the outside wall like we just saw with the 03, or having someone tag you from behind. Because as we've already documented a number of times, these green flag laps only take about 14, 15 seconds to finish. So you don't get time to make these moves to avoid people like you would at Las Vegas, where you can see that guy crashing for 10 seconds. You might only see somebody wrecking here for about 2 seconds, 3 seconds before you have to make a move. Oh, I see. Yes. You did say 5 cautions earlier, Aaron. You're right about that. He's keeping track of cautions, not rating me. Sorry, I got a little defensive there. Apologies. Anyway, let's have a look at that race recap. 13 cautions. We're actually 3. I think we're actually 3 out of 5. I think we 10 when you said that, but anyway, choosing here. Lead lap cars get to choose the top 12. Everyone behind them, I think, has to take the longest line, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, what a race at this point. Closing in on 60 to go here at Bristol. Cochran has led a bunch of them, 56 of them to be exact. King led a lot as well. Oh, Mills in the door of the 84. Oh, that is questionable. A little bit of neck code there, but... Oh, and Mills gets the black flag for restart violation. He got the start-finish line first. That's going to take him probably out of a chance to win this one. As the battle is on for second again. Hinson, Nelson, oh, Tucker to the third trying to get out of the way. He does. Here comes King. Remember, we saw that one machine lead a lot of laps on the strategy call at the end of stage number 2. Can he split him 3 wide? He's got the tires. Hendry's around behind him. He keeps it straight. My goodness, what a save. He's loose again. Hendry again. Oh, Mills got him this time. Olsen tries to avoid, does just that. Oh, man. Hate that for the 85 and the 89. That's going to be heavy contact for both of those trucks. Yeah, big hit there for Mills. But King is rolling. He's got a few lap pressure tires than the rest of the field, and he's showing it right now. 8 lap pressure tires, then Cochran and Nelson. We'll see how much tires are going to matter here in just a minute, as I think Kirk Mills has had enough. 89 is going to pull it into the pits. Probably be day over here, as he's already used the fast repair. Likely got more damage. Hinson is around on the front stretch. Second place, Gavin Hinson has gone for a ride. Oh, Harold Tucker the third's around as well. Caution is out for the 79. It's going to save Hinson. Hinson stays on the lead lap as well. Back here on an instant replay. 79. Again, missing that deck lid. That is not going to work. Puts the power down and around it goes. No chance he was going to make that corner. Just the way the damage was. It's been so difficult tonight for drivers to be able to make it when they have a spin like that. The rear damage. Let's see what happened to Hinson. So he obviously went for a slide as well. This truck with no damage, just loose off of 4. Minor contact with the wall, shouldn't hurt that truck at all. And obviously we saw him try to get back righted. As King is out on the racetrack, so is Bristow. They stay out. Cochran hits the pit lane. Wisaki looks like he will also stay out. Nelson on pit road, so is Baum, Ullman, Allen also on the pit lane, Hendry on pit road as well, and Hinson hitting pit road. One other driver on the lead lap, that is Zukov, who's already in the pit box. He will go a lap down here, I believe. Maybe not. He might have just timed that properly. Yeah, definitely a wild one so far in this race. Kirk Mills has left the session. He is disconnected. He will finish in 21st tonight. Gino Volanti still trying to get that truck fixed after I believe he blew a motor. He is 21st right now. I don't know if he is going to be able to get back out here. Reggie Kime, 29 laps down. Stephen Gill, 17 laps down after heavy damage to that truck. Caleb Hunt is 16 down. He's an 18th. Thornton is 5 down. He's the last of those drivers running. He's 17th. Will shortly gain 16th position on Mills here right now. Thornton's up to 16th. Barnes is 4 down. Tucker is 3 down. Gillen is 2 down. And Holston is 1 lap behind the leader. Your top 11 are on the lead lap. Yeah, definitely been a race of attrition so far. We had 26 enter currently. We have 16 left driving and 11 on that lead lap. King is your leader. We saw this work for him last time. He had much, much older tires last time as well. The question is, can the driver in 5th, Jacob Cochran, on the fresh tires, who's been up at the front more than almost anyone else here today, is he able to make it through the field and catch up to Zachary King? Will Brad Nelson have something to say about this win? How about Casey Bristow, who's been quiet? And Cochran, of course, restarting bottom of row number 2. Douglas Wasaki as well up in 5th. He's having a good run here. Rebounding quite nicely after starting in 11th. He's +6. We are about to see one heck of a restart. King, launch off the top. He will get the spot. Nelson, not a good jump on the bottom. Neither did Bristow get a good jump, although he's going to be able to clear. Not clear, get up to the high side here of Cochran, I should say. Around goes the 7 to the 3rd position. They are really battling behind him as well. This is a log jam back here. Single files out rather quickly. As we still have the 7. He did get around Cochran. Bristow on the old tires, really pushing that truck. Oh, around he goes. The 7 is spun. We stay green. Still green. No caution for the 7 going around. And Nelson has caught the leader. And Nelson's going to go by. He will become the leader for the first time today. King, the lead was short-lived. And here comes Cochran. Under 50 to go. Here from Bristol. These ones are going to go by quick. Around goes Harold Tucker in the 3rd again. All the racetrack being used for the 33. He's way up against the wall in the center of the corner. Got to make that truck. Try to make that truck go as fast as it can. King's in the fence. Cochran going to get to the door. He's going to put the bumper to him. And King's in the wall. I don't think that's going to make a very happy camper in the 1. Falls back to 8th position on the older tires. I have a feeling if he sees the 89 and 84 here, he's not going to be very happy. It's Thornton. Guys are down to the bottom. Gonna make that pass. Back up front. A little further up front, I should say. Aaron Baum. How about the 99? Haven't really talked about him all day. Right in front of Ullman, right behind Hintz, a couple playoff drivers. And he is having an excellent showing right now. As Tucker the 3rd is around once again. Chasing down Hinson and Hendry. That would be 3rd and 4th on the racetrack right in front of him. I believe making his debut today is Aaron Baum in this series. Doing a great job of it. Just been quiet. And that's been tough to do today. There has not been many drivers who have, I would say, stayed quiet in this one. As they are working about 3 seconds back of 2nd spot, Jacob Cochran. Justin Hendry leading this trio. Trying like heck to keep it in front of Gavin Hinson with under 40 laps remaining. Hinson going to cross him over. To the bottom goes that bright yellow 39. He's going to move up the middle of the racetrack. He will pass Hendry. Now can Baum do the same? To the high side goes the 99. Oh, big moment off the corner. Just about lost it there. Tell how difficult these trucks are to drive even still. Let's have a look at the weather. We're up to 79 degrees on the track. That is probably just the heat from the tires working into the racetrack. Regardless. A connection issue there for the 99. As Nelson has ever so slightly pulled away from 2nd spot, Jacob Cochran. There's the battle for the lead. 7/10 of a second. A lot of racetrack here at Bristol to be covered in that amount of time. Let's have a look at the last lap. can see Cochran ever so slightly faster. 14.99 to a 15 flat. How about this time around? 15.3 to a 15.0. The 84 is getting faster. One more time here as we close in on 31 laps to the finish of this race, of regulation, I should say. Another one. 15.11 to a 15.09. .33 trying to get around the 8 now. Will Holston hold him up at all? I don't believe so. Holston way on the bottom of the racetrack. The leaders working the high lane. The gap is now down to 0.3 of a second. In the Aaron Espy Racing, number 84 Chevrolet, catch up to Waterforce Racing's Brad Nelson. The gap is stabilized. They're catching more lap traffic. That is Andrew Allen in the 96 in front of him. Allen, currently the last driver on the lead lap. He's taking the top side. Leaders go to the bottom. Oh, big moment for Allen. He's in the fence. And Cochran is there. Can Nelson hang on for 25 more laps? They're almost side by side, the bottom side now, struggling to get the run off the corner. They're better entry to center, but center off, it is all top side. See, Cochran gets the nose in there. Can't leave beside him though. What will the 33 do? Does he just keep it up on the high side? It looks like it. More lap traffic in front. It's the one, remember, was racing for the lead. And then Cochran got into him. Will we see any payback here? This could change everything. The one gonna block the leader for now. Oh, loose moment for Nelson. Gets to the inside. They're gonna be 3 wide off the corner. Into the fence is the one. Cochran gonna use him as a pick. And around goes the 84 to the lead. Wow, what a move. What a move. Vincent still back here in third. Holding on over Hendry and Baum. They're now catching Andrew Allen. Brad Nelson. Not quite able to navigate the lap traffic as well as he needed to. But still in line for a fantastic finish if this thing continues on green. Oh, the 7 with a big moment there. What happened? Not sure if you missed pit road. Came back out on the racetrack in front of the leaders. He's able to keep from getting any more contact. But my goodness, what a moment there for the 11. As Hendry chases down Hinson still. Top 3 as they run, Cochran, Nelson, and Hinson. What do you think, guys? Under 20 to go. 84's got the lead. Do we see a caution at the end here? Or is it smooth sailing into the checkered flag? Hendry is chasing down. Oh, big slide there as well. But he was absolutely eating in to the lead that the 39 had on him. You can tell he's lost the right rear tire. Listen to the RPMs here. Not quite able to put it down as hard as he wants. Hear the tires squeal a little bit. He is definitely driving for all it's worth right now. Hendry able to clear the lap machine of the 1. Next driver behind him is the 99, who has got to pass a ton of lap traffic. The 78, the 1, the 79, and the 27 all laps down. Closest battle on the racetrack is still Hendry and Hinson, though it has subsided a little bit here. They're a second apart now. As we just about hit 10 laps to go. This time by. It might very well be one of those days. Not out of the woods yet. Still 10 more times around here at Bristol. Lap traffic still in the way, but it's 2.5 seconds out back. As Hinson is very quickly catching up to Brad Nelson. And here comes Caleb Hunt as well. Eight laps to go. Someone hit the wall. Oh, is it Hendry? Big crash. That truck won't move anymore. From the 4th position, Hendry with big problems with the motor. Still no caution. That truck is still stopped on the racetrack. No caution will fly. He's going to lose a lot of positions out of that one. That has got to be very frustrating. As Hinson has got to the back bumper of the 33. Nelson is definitely fighting some sort of issue with that car. 5 to go from Bristol. We're going to see a pass for second. Hinson up to second now. It's 3.5 seconds up the road to Jacob Cochran. I don't think he's going to get there in time. 84 is Pran. Put together 5 more laps without a caution. And I can win my way into the second round of the playoffs. Now 4 to go. Make it 3 more times around. So we have drivers still driving for all it's worth right now. A lot of positions have still not been determined. Somebody caught the wall. Bristow. Heavy damage to the 7. That truck has seen better days. And one more set of corners for Jacob Cochran. Off of turn 4, the white flag is out. And it looks like it's going to be a clean sweep. Started second, stage 1, stage number 2. Jacob Cochran is going to win in Bristol. I mean, great drive. Led almost half this race. Comes home victorious. Margin of victory, 4.5 seconds. I don't think you'll ever see a margin of victory that big here at Bristol. Cochran going to win the UNOH 200, the Black Diamond Designs Truck Series, here for the Mystic Racing League. Let's watch him burn it down. Then we'll take a quick step aside, get a word from our sponsors, some of our partners here on VSPEED. Then we'll have results and interviews with your top 3, Cochran, Hinson, and Nelson. Not going to want to miss this. So we're trying to get to victory lane here. Can't quite find it. Anyway, congratulations to Jacob Cochran. Be back right after he finds victory. I think he's almost found it here. There it is. We have found victory lane. Congratulations. That's a tough one. Well done, Jacob Cochran. You've been watching the Mystic Racing League and their Black Diamond Designs Truck Series here on VSPEED. Of course, this race brought to you by UNOH, presented by Ohio Logistics, the UNOH 200. Back in just a moment after a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. You're watching VSPEED.
The victory 128 laps without a pit stop.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win. Saturday Night Racing League and throwback at Charlotte goes to Josh Adams.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back here on VSPEED for the post show. The Mystic Racing League's Black Diamond Designs Truck Series. Here is how this race went. Jacob Cochran is going to get the win. Survived a number of restarts. We had 14 of them here tonight. 6 lead changes. He led the majority of the laps with 88. Started second, finished in first. 4.5 seconds back was Gavin Hinson, who had an eventful day after starting from at the back with an EOL. Brad Nelson was always up in the mix. He finishes in third. Aaron Baum going to finish in the 4th spot. John Ullman rounds out your top 5. 6th position, Douglas Masaki with an incredible run here this evening. 7th spot, Zachary King. Everyone from 5th on back, 1 or more laps down, which is unbelievable in itself. King finishes in 7th. Andrew Allen, 8th. Alan Zukov with a top 10 in 9th. Joshua Gillen rounds out your top 10 in the 10. 11th, Adam Holston, who had another eventful day. He finishes 11th. Christian Barnes, connection issues plagued 27 once again. He finishes in the 12th spot. Casey Bristow had a good run going, had issues at the end of that race, finishes in 13th. Thornton in the 29, finishes in 14th. Hendry had a great run until the very end. He finishes in 15th with the blown motor. Harold Tucker III finishes 16th, had heavy rear end damage for most of this race. Time, same story, finishes 17th. Caleb Hunt finishes 18th. Mills had a good shot at winning tonight. Issues plagued that, 89 as well. He'll finish 1 spot in front of Stephen Gill. Stephen Gill finishes in the 20th position, 71 laps down. Gino Volanti, teammate to Stephen Gill, finishes 21st. Isaac Brock is going to finish in 22nd. Christopher Benning in the 23rd position. Aaron Espy, 24th. Derek Jewett, 25th. And Zach White only completed about 30 laps here this evening. He will finish in the 26th position. And that is a look at how this race went, where all those drivers finished. And now let's have a chat with your top 3. We're going to start off with Brad Nelson. Brad Nelson, Morgan, the VSPEED booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it was an eventful race for you. You led 25 laps here tonight. You started up in the sixth position, and you always found yourself up at the front on these restarts. I mean, just kind of tell me about how your race went. It was pretty wild from my point of view.
Yeah, it was good at the beginning. Stayed near the front, and I ended up on a restart getting to the bottom somehow and spun out down to the bottom, and but kept it off the wall, and then worked my way back to the field. And them restarts is crazy. That outside line's so dominant on the back stretch. It's super fast. So that's where you want to be, but it's hard to give up the front row, if you're sitting in second. But yeah, it was eventful for sure.
Yeah, definitely noticed that. And you had to fight through the field on occasion or two. I mean, 33 was definitely lights out fast tonight, and kind of had a speed that we haven't seen a lot this year. I mean, you were definitely a factor to win this one all the way up until the final laps here. What have you found at Bristol that has made you so good here?
I've always liked it here. It's fast. It requires you to drive. I mean, you can't just, it ain't gonna drive itself. You got to drive it, and I don't know. It's a great track, man. It's a great short track and super fast.
Yeah, absolutely is. And one last question here. End of the race, you got Cochran chasing you down. Was there anything you could have done differently to hold off the 84? Maybe with the lap car with the one there. Anything you could have done different in that situation?
Yeah, I run the high line after the restart got going, and got a pretty good gap out there, and then just running the high line really burnt my stuff up. And then right there with the one, and Jacobs, he's a great racer. He's super fast, so I knew he was going to be coming. But just bad timing when I ended up getting to the one right there in the turn. It just ended up kind of a bad timing on the pass. So Jacob got by me and won the race. So kudos to him, and that's how it is.
That is how it goes sometimes, absolutely. But third place, nothing to be upset about. A lot of threes in this booth right now. What do you have to say to the people who watched here on VSpeed? We had about 20 people cheering various drivers on, including yourself. What do you have to say to them?
That's awesome. I got a big group of guys that watches the Xfinity series, and it's awesome. When I get done, I watch the races over and enjoy watching them. So just to see how everything played out from a different point of view from mine.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for your time, Brad. Congratulations on P3, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
That's third place, Brad Nelson. All right, one spot up the podium to second position, Gavin Hinson. Gavin, Morgan up in the VSpeed booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir, Morgan, I do.
All right, well, definitely an eventful day for the 39. Missed the drivers' meeting, had the EOL, qualified, I think, 7th. Yes, you did qualify 7th, but at the start way back, and I think 24th. Caught up in a bunch of accidents early. I mean, just how did you ever think this race was over before it started early in this race?
Not really. I was really frustrated that the 29 spun out in front of me. I got 3 minutes of damage off of that. I only had like 40 something seconds of damage. I was really frustrated with that, but some people struggle here. Some people struggle everywhere. So you got to take that for what it's worth. But no, I felt like we needed to get green flag laps in, and I needed to get track position. That's all I needed to do, and eventually did it. And I drove the top 5 in stage 2 with 3 minutes of damage. Held it up there, and for the last stage when I came down pit road, I went and got 4 tires and a fast repair. So, yeah, and then I spin out in stage 3. So, but I'll take second for sure.
Yeah, you had a hard charge at the end of the race there. Caught Brad Nelson with about 20 to go. Never really had anything for Cochran, though he was out obviously by 4.5 seconds. Do you think if you were up, say, in second spot on the restart, you had an opportunity to go chase down the 84 and maybe get this win tonight, or was he in a league of his own this evening?
Well, the times I did start up there with him, on restarts, I felt like I could have challenged him. It was just we'd have a caution as soon as I thought about making a move on him. It was really frustrating. And in respect to the last run, I was just too far back to really make a run because him and Brad, kind of, marched up, and I had to battle to 85. Finally got around him, but they had already checked out 3 seconds or so. So I think I could have had something for him, but I'm a little biased. But I don't know. We'll never know because I just wasn't there to do it. You got to be there to do it.
Yeah.
But out of just Morgan.
Yeah, but I mean, great. Great run tonight. P2 definitely good. You're in the playoffs. This is going to help you for sure or help get you a little closer to advancing to the next round as we head off next week. I mean, what do you have to say to the people watching here on VSpeed about your race tonight?
Uh, it doesn't matter how many times you wreck or spin out or get caught up in a wreck, as long as you keep it, you know, keep it clean as you can. You can salvage a day, and just staying in it. That's the thing. Just staying in it. Um, Missing the wrecks, gaining track position, making the right decisions. That's how you win races. That's how you finish good, and I feel like I did that tonight.
Awesome. Anyone you want to thank or shout out here while we got you up here in the VSpeed booth?
Well, I guess I'll shout out Brad Nelson, teammate. He did a good job tonight. I was hoping he'd hold off Cochran, or at least hold him up where I could get up there and see what I could do. But he had a really good run tonight. Proud of him. Shout out to VSpeed. They put on a really good broadcast. One of the best out there, and shout out this league. Hopefully tomorrow we won't run as many caution laps. Let's hope for that.
Yeah, that would definitely be good for the broadcast partners. Would definitely help out quite a bit to I mean, when these and you know this. I mean, one last question, I guess. How hard is it when you're at this racetrack? You're going so fast, these 14, 15-second laps. How difficult is it to just like hone in and focus, or is it just pure focus the whole time?
Just focus. I feel like once I got locked in, I was locked in. And to me, it's easy to do at this track. Very easy because the turns. I mean, you don't have a long straightaway. The turns come up pretty quick, and it's like you're just going straight and you're turning left. That's it. But it's all about who can turn left the best, I guess you could say. Uh, so, so yeah, that's all I got for that.
Not really helping the stereotypes there, Gavin, but appreciate the time nonetheless. That second spot tonight. Gavin Hinson, appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, now up to the winner. Jacob Cochran, Morgan up in the VSpeed booth, VSpeed Victory Lane, in fact. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
My goodness, man. How many brooms do you have in that house? You just keep sweeping everything here on VSpeed. One stage one stage two, wins the race. Talk me through the night.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like what we were talking about before at the end of stage two, just saving tires, staying up front, keeping track position. Just try to get it while you can. I mean, um, a lot of guys had some bad nights tonight, and I hate it, but they'll most definitely be back. So you just got to get it while you can and move on to next week.
Absolutely. Well, you get the win here tonight. I see that yellow spoiler on that truck, meaning I am assuming you're in the playoffs, which would mean you probably won into the next round. So, how much pressure does that take off here for the rest of round one?
Yeah, I mean it takes pressure off, but really we're just still trying to get as many good finishes as we can. I mean, because you never know what that next round does. So you try to get as many playoff points and as many stage points and everything you can to put yourself in a better position going into the next round before it even starts. So it's good to to be locked into the next round, but you know, we can kind of play the strategy a little bit different now. But you know, we just try to keep bringing speed, and that'll do us good.
It definitely had speed tonight. You're one of the few trucks tonight that we didn't really see make any mistakes. I think everyone else in the field looking through it quick was sideways at one point or another, caught up in an accident or something. This 84, other than the contact with the 35 that we talked about at the end of stage 2, other than that, you really didn't put a wheel wrong all night. I mean, what does it take at this racetrack to be able to be so smooth and so consistent to keep this thing on the or pointed down the straight and narrow?
A lot of patience. I mean, that's the main thing here. You know, Bristol, it's like a short track. It's one of my favorites. You know, the high line is super fast, and um, you know, everybody loves running the high line. I love running the high line. I ran it in qualifying, but it'll eat the tires up tremendously. So um, you just kind of have to be patient and disciplined, and know that running the middle to bottom is going to be slower, but in the longer run, it will pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely saving tires helped you out in this race significantly. You were able to gap Hinson and Nelson by 4.5 seconds, and really they just had nothing for you here. So, I mean, congratulations on schooling the field on a short track once again. Say that a lot here to you, Jacob, driver of the 84 machine. And well, we got you up here. Who do you want to thank? Who do you want to shout out up here in V Speed?
Yeah. First off, I want to shout you out, Morgan, for the best broadcaster in the business and B Speed. My team, Aaron SB Racing. You know, we'll keep rolling. Oh, and Alex Pollock, Black Diamond Designs for sponsoring the series, and then Brandon Willard for making all the league stuff happen. So other than that, that's it.
Absolutely. Should also probably thank Zachary King for the for holding up the leader so you can get around the 33. But you
Yeah.
played that one perfectly. I mean, Jacob, great race tonight. Congratulations, 88 laps led, and that is going to be what, your 5th win on the year, something like that.
Yeah, I believe
Something
so.
like
I
that.
believe
So
so.
keep the momentum rolling here into the playoffs. So
Yes, sir.
congratulations, and we'll
Thank you.
see you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
You bet. That's Jacob Cochran, winner here at Bristol. All right, well, that is going to do it here for the post show. Once again, I want to thank everyone at the Mystic Racing League, all the admins, Alex Pollock, Harold Tucker, Jared Knopfschneider, John Ullman, Reggie Kime, Christian Barnes, as well as, of course, Mr. Mystic himself, Brandon Willard, for giving me the opportunity to come up here and do this little broadcasting thing that I do here on VSpeed and bring this great racing action to all the fine folks here on YouTube. Definitely appreciate that opportunity. Also have to thank Black Diamond Designs, Alex Pollock, for sponsoring this series here in the Black Diamond Designs Truck Series. And of course, for this race, UNOH, University of Northwestern Ohio, for sponsoring the UNOH 200, presented by Ohio Logistics here at Bristol. Appreciate them for helping on board for this one. Definitely hopeful to have sponsors here for these races, and everyone at VSpeed who makes this thing possible. Adam, Bradley, Eddie, Logan, and all the other commentators and producers that make everything happen in the background here on VSpeed. This is your last opportunity of this video, I am sorry to say, to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of that racing action. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification icon as well so you get notified when we go live, which is pretty much every day of the week. But for everyone who makes this possible, I've been Morgan Cook, your host and producer. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout this entire broadcast. We'll see you next time here on VSpeed.